Hi, I'm Shana Jimenez. I'm a certified group exercise instructor and personal trainer. I'm certified through the American Council on Exercise. I've been in the fitness field for the past 8 years, and I've worked specifically with older adults in strength and flexibility as a means of balance and maintaining independence. I'm inviting you to join me in a gentle stretching program designed specifically with the older adult in mind. All stretches can be done sitting or standing, so you'll want to have a good sturdy chair with no arms, and you may also want to have a nice stretching strap or a hand towel right next by. You should check with your doctor before starting this or any other exercise program. Stay in a pain-free range, have fun, let's stretch. Let's start today with a good seated posture. I'd like for you to sit in a nice sturdy chair and have your feet about hip to shoulder width apart. Our knees are bent and knees are right over the ankles. I'd like for you to put an imaginary string in the top of your head and stick it to the ceiling so you're lifted nice and tall. See if you can feel your spine lifting. Now let's go ahead and take these shoulders and wrap them back and down, hanging our arms at our sides. Last, let's bring our ears so they're right over our shoulders. Just sit here for a moment and feel this tall seated posture. See if you can feel the ground beneath your feet, the chair beneath your seat, and the string pulling you tall through the spine. Let's take a deep breath. Relaxing the shoulders as you exhale. Taking another deep breath into the belly, opening up the belly. Again, exhaling to relax the shoulders back and down. Just sit here for another moment, still feeling the floor beneath you, the seat beneath you, and the spine lifted tall. Get a sense for what this good posture feels like so you can use this throughout your day. Good. Let's add some neck stretch. So let's look over our shoulder to the left. Just a nice gentle stretch. Let your eyes follow. Go ahead and take a deep breath here again, lifting that spine nice and tall. And as you exhale, just slowly turn the head back to center. Pause for a moment. Let's take another breath. Exhaling, this time turning your head to the right. Just a small stretch, just getting started here. Staying pain-free and comfortable. Let's take another deep breath. And on your exhale, let's gently come back to center. Changing our direction just a bit. This time, on your inhale, lengthen that spine again, get nice and tall. This time, bringing your left ear to your left shoulder. Shoulders stay down. You can look towards the floor with your eyes. Let's keep the breath flowing. Nice and relaxed, relaxing the shoulders with the exhale. And now let's gently come back up to center. Pause for just a moment. Let's breathe in. On your exhale, this time right ear comes to right shoulder. Right shoulder stays heavy. You can look towards the floor again. Let's take another deep breath, making sure you're in a pain-free range. And as you exhale, gently come right back up to center. Focusing on the breath for just a moment. I'd like for you to place your hands on your stomach and just take some deep breaths in, feeling the stomach moving out and in with every breath. So inhale, feeling the stomach expand. Exhale, just feel the natural sink. Let's do that once more. And exhale. Good. Let's add on just a little bit. So inhale, find that big belly as you inhale. Now exhale, I want you to pull your belly firm to your spine. Really squeeze it in. Feel all that air release from the body. Inhale again, big belly. Exhale and tighten the belly. Good. That's a deep muscle. I'm going to refer to it later as the TVA. So keep that working. Inhaling, big belly. Exhaling, tighten the TVA. Let's do that one more time. If you're getting dizzy, resume normal breathing and that will go away. Here's your last one. Exhale, tighten the belly. Good. Let's hang our arms at our sides. See if you can take another breath just like that, finding the expansion in the belly on the inhale. And on the exhale, see if you can draw that belly back in. Let's move to our shoulders, staying with the breath. So go ahead and inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale them down, nice and smooth. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Should feel really good in the shoulders because you're staying in a pain-free range, not pushing too far. Just moving the shoulders up and down, up to the ears, and back down. Now let's add some breath to this again. So inhale the shoulders up, exhale the shoulders down. Good, nice and smooth. Inhaling up and exhaling down. That should feel good. Give them a little shake, nice and gentle. Let's move into the spine. So I'd like for you to, again, take a big breath, find that string in the top of the head, pull yourself nice and tall. Now as you exhale, find that TVA, belly to spine. We're going to rotate around to the left, hands come along our sides, look over your left shoulder, and look out the corners of your eyes to the left. So this stretch can be very small. Let's inhale again, tall spine, good. Exhale, now slowly unwind, belly to spine as we slowly unwind, eyes, head, and spine, right back to center. Let's pause for another breath in. Exhale, squeeze the belly firm, lengthen that spine. Let's rotate around to the right, hands come along our sides. We're looking over our shoulder to the right, and again, out the corners of the eyes. Let's get another inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, drawing the belly in as we slowly unwind, eyes, head, and spine. Moving on into the chest a bit, still working with the spine. Let's bring both arms around behind. If you're sitting in a chair that allows you to hold on to the back, you can do that, or you can lace your hands behind you. Do what's important. What we're doing is we're opening this chest area, the shoulders, the lungs, and we're going to actually lift the spine a little bit. So now I want you to take that string from the top of your head, and this time put it in the sternum, in the chest bone, and lift that sternum up very gently, lifting towards the ceiling, eyes look up. Get your big breath. And now as you exhale, let's gently release back down to our neutral position, hanging our arms at our sides. Let's do one more for the spine, and then we'll move on. So let's inhale again, nice tall spine. I want you to think like a rainbow. So on your exhale, let's go ahead and just tip over to the left. So start to tip over, that spine stays long. We're just dangling one arm. Now go ahead and gently lower your left ear to your left shoulder, feeling a little stretch up the side body, right through the spine. Nice and easy. Take your deep breath. Now on your exhale, keeping that spine long, pull yourself right back up to center. Let's change sides. So hold on to the left side of your chair. Inhale the spine nice and long. On your exhale, find the rainbow spine as you tip up and over to the right, just gently dangling the arm, gently dropping the ear towards the shoulder, but still in control. So we're not flopping our head, we're in control of the neck. On your exhale, I'd like for you to pull yourself right back up to sitting tall. That was great. Let's go through those same stretches again. We'll try them once more, maybe working just a little bit further into the stretch, but always staying in your pain-free range. So let's find posture again. Feet are still hip to shoulder width apart. Those knees are stacked right over our ankles, so we can even look down and see our toes wiggling around. We've got our tall spine with our string pulling right through the top of our head. Shoulders are wrapped back and down, and ears are right over our shoulders. Nice. Feel the floor beneath the feet. Feel the chair beneath the seat. And feel the spine lifted nice and tall. Let's feel that breath run through the body. On each inhale, expanding the belly. And on the exhale, the belly gently sinks. Feel that again. One more deep breath. Inhale, feel the expansion. Feel the lengthening of the spine. And on the exhale, the belly gently sinks. Remember, that's called the TVA. Let's go back to our neck. Let's work on the neck again. Let's start with an inhale. nice and tall. Exhale, look over your left shoulder. Look out the corners of your eyes to the left. The chin is parallel to the floor. Shoulders stay back and down. You should even feel a little bit of the stretch through your right shoulder, just a bit. Go ahead and take another deep breath. Get tall with me. Now on your exhale, let's slowly come back to center. The eyes, the head, right back to where we started. Let's do that to the other side. Inhale first, get tall. Check that posture. On the exhale, looking to the right. Head turns, eyes turn. Feeling pain-free, still feeling the floor beneath the feet, the chair beneath the seat, and the spine is nice and long. Let's take our exhale when you're ready and slowly unwind the neck, coming right back to center. Beautiful job. Let's change direction, staying with the neck. Inhaling, always lengthening, breathing. Exhaling, left ear to left shoulder. Shoulders are heavy. Eyes look towards the floor. Find that breath. Nice, deep flow of breath. When you're ready for an exhale, gently draw that head back up, always in control of the neck, right back up to center. Pause for an inhale. Exhaling, right ear comes to right shoulder. Eyes look towards the floor. Left shoulder is heavy, right shoulder is heavy. Inhale. Exhale, gently come back up to center. Let's inhale, shoulders come up to the ears. Exhale, they come back down. You may have noticed that when we were doing this the neck stretches, when we brought our ear to our shoulder, that your shoulders just wanted to come up to that ear. I see that happen all the time. And sometimes that happens because it's painful as we tip the neck to the side. So if you feel that pain, rather than lifting your shoulders up, I'd like for you to make the stretch smaller, so don't bring the ear down quite so far. Pain-free range. One more time, inhaling and exhaling. Let's practice the belly to spine, or the TVA again. So hands to the belly, inhaling, big belly, exhaling, drawing the belly in. Can you see that? Inhaling, big belly, exhaling, drawing the belly in. Nice work. Inhaling, big belly. Exhaling the belly back in. Remember, if you get dizzy, go back to normal breathing. That will go away. One more time. Inhaling, big belly. And exhaling, drawing the belly firm. Good. Arms to our sides. Let's relax the breathing again without forcing or pulling. Let's rotate the spine one more time. So take another deep breath with me. Get nice and tall. On your exhale, draw the belly back to the spine. Let's rotate around to the left. Hands come along our sides. We look over our shoulder to the left and look out the corners of the eyes. Stay right here and just breathe. So on your inhale, really sense the lifting of the spine. On the exhale, feel the heaviness of the shoulders as you relax into the twist. Keep those eyes looking behind you. You'll even feel a stretch through the eye muscles. Here's your exhale. Let's take one more big breath. Tall, tall, tall. And then exhaling, belly to spine, nice and controlled. We unwind right back to center. Inhaling again, nice and tall. Exhale, draw that belly in, TVA. Let's rotate at the waist, around to the right. Hands come along our sides, looking over our shoulder to the right, and look out the corners of your eyes. Find the breath, stay with it. So you may feel a little bit of warmth in your eyes that you're not used to, and that's a good thing. That's fresh blood flow, that's circulation in your eyes, very healthy. So on that inhale, we're nice and tall. We're not forcing the stretch. On the exhale, we're relaxing into it, heavy shoulders. Let's take one more deep breath here. On your exhale, here we go, TVA, belly in. Let's unwind. Eyes, head, spine. Nice. Bring both arms around behind, holding onto your chair. Roll those shoulder blades together gently. Take a deep breath while you're here. Feel the chest opening, the shoulders. Feet are still flat on the floor. Now let's put that string right in the sternum, right in the chest bone. Lift that chest up just a bit. It's actually a little teeny tiny back bend. Now take the eyes and follow them up. So you're looking as far up as you can with the eyes. You're in control of your neck. You're in control of your spine. No pain. We're pain-free. We're staying in our pain-free range, remember? On your next exhale, let's gently lower back down. Eyes, head, and spine. Arms at our sides. One more for the spine. Let's hold on to the right side of our chair. Let's go ahead and lengthen that spine nice and tall. On your exhale, go ahead and tip over to the left, dangling that arm. Gently dropping the head just a bit, looking towards the floor. Remember the rainbow spine, so we've got our spine lifted. We're not slouching, we're lifted, we're in control. Beautiful rainbow spine. Breathing deeply, comfortably. Let's go ahead and inhale and pull ourselves right back up, sitting tall. See if you can feel the length in your spine. Let's finish on the other side with that spinal stretch. Hold on to the left. Let's inhale and lift. Rainbow spine over to the right. Gently dropping the head and the chin just a bit. Eyes looking towards the floor. Shoulders are open. Chest is open. And we're finding our breath. Notice how when you stay with the breath, you find that breathing pattern, and you really are mindful of it. You aren't able to think about all of the other things going on in life. You can just stay present. On your next inhale, use the strength in the mid-body. Pull yourself right back up to center, right back into our good seated posture. Are you there? Do you feel the feet flat on the floor? Do you feel the seat beneath you and your spine lifted tall? Great. Let's move on to the legs. Let's work on the inner and outer thigh. So we're going to scooch back on our seat just a little bit here. I'd like for you to take your left leg and just bring it up to the chair. So we're bringing the left sole of our foot, it's pressing against the right thigh. We're just gently relaxing this left leg down, just a gentle thigh opener, hip opener. Good. Spine is still lifted. Now let's go ahead and remove this leg. I want you to bring it right back down to the floor, place it on the floor. Let's do the same thing to the other side. So let's bring the right foot up, placing the sole of the foot against the left leg, gently relaxing this opposite leg down. And if this isn't something that works for you, that's okay. Stay with me. We'll move on. Do what you can. Don't do what you can't. Let's go ahead and relax this leg back down to the floor. We're going to go just a little bit deeper into this hip stretch and actually make it a little bit different. Gina is going to stay with what we just did. So if you have a hip replacement, I want you to repeat what we just did. And I'll start there and then I'll move you further. So let's take our left foot again, bring that leg up, left sole of the foot to the right thigh. Okay, so you stay here if you have a hip replacement. If you do not and you want to go deeper, you're going to cross this leg over. Sitting nice and tall. Now feeling the stretch, move to the outer hip. Gentle stretch. Still breathing and very aware of our spine. Now let's uncross the legs. Let's bring the left foot back down to the floor. Let's do the same thing to the other side. Again, staying with your own appropriate level. So bringing our right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. You can stay right here if you have a hip replacement. Or if you want to go deeper, stay here if you don't want any more than this. But you can take this leg over, moving the stretch to the outer hip and thigh. Again, thinking about the floor beneath the single foot, the length in the spine, and the seat beneath us. Let's uncross the legs, feet flat to the floor. Let's move up a little bit into the hip flexors, a little higher up into the hip. So what I'd like for us to do, Gina, let's go ahead and turn all the way around to the left. We're going to be right on the edge of our chair. We're holding on to the back of the chair. We're going to take our right foot and point the top of the foot towards the floor. So there you go. Now tuck the tailbone so you feel that tailbone roll underneath you. Now I'd like for you to lengthen that spine, wrap the shoulders back and down. Feel that stretch going up the front of the thigh, right where your hip and your thigh connect, and you probably feel it all the way down the front towards the knee. Let's go ahead and change sides. So let's bring this right foot to the floor, gently rotating around. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So top of the foot into the floor, we're holding onto our chair, tucking that tailbone. See if you can see the difference. Right now I'm not tucked, now I'm tucked, protecting my spine. Gina looks beautiful. We've got our front foot in the floor. Spine is lifted tall. Let's take a deep breath. Now on your exhale, bringing the left foot to the floor, let's come all the way back around to center, sitting nice and tall. Moving to the backs of the legs. Let's go ahead and use our strap. If you have a strap handy, go ahead and get it now. Or if you don't, maybe you have a dish towel, maybe you have a long tube sock or a necktie, that works just fine too. You don't have to use this. You can actually do the stretch without it. So this time we'll scooch towards the end of our chair. I want you to be secure on your chair. If it's wobbly at all, then you have the wrong chair, so you need a sturdy one. So we're coming towards the end. Let's go ahead and start with our left leg. So left heel is on the floor. Our leg is straight here, so my knee is not bent, my knee is straight. We're sitting tall. Now if you've got a strap, what we can do is just wrap it around or lace it around the sole of the foot. Just aids in getting a little bit further into the stretch if you wish to do that. So we're lengthening our spine here, shoulders are back and down. And we're just sitting nice and tall, just gently pulling on this strap, but not too much. Remember that pain-free range. Not going too far, not doing anything that's not appropriate. Good. Let's go ahead and relax this foot. Let's change sides. Now, Gina, I'd like to trade you straps. I see I have the long one and you have the short one, so let's try that out. So, moving to the right foot, right leg is extended, heel to the floor with that straight knee, getting into the hamstring again. So let's strap this around the bottom of the foot if you choose to use it. Sitting nice and tall through the spine. So whether you're tipped over a little bit or sitting straight up, the spine is still lifted. And I want you to stay straight up if you do have a hip replacement. So let's inhale, lengthen into that spine. As you exhale, let's go ahead and release the strap and come right back up to sitting. Let's move down the legs just a bit more. We'll just relax with this on our lap. So go ahead and this time extend both legs, heels to the floor. In fact, I'm going to put that behind me, holding on to the chair. I want you to be secure in your chair again. So let's take the feet, and I want you to point your toes towards yourselves. So you feel like the back of the legs are opening, the lower legs, the calves, feel that nice stretch. But remember, pain-free range. I don't have many rules when I teach, but one is you must stay in a pain-free range. I don't want you to create pain. If you brought it, that's one thing, but don't create it. Good. Now let's change. Now this time I want you to point the feet. So the soles of the feet are reaching towards the floor, like you're pointing your toes. There we go. And then let's release. Go ahead and wiggle out those toes a little bit. It's good to wiggle out the toes. Let's go ahead and walk these legs back in. I like to review those same stretches with you all once more. So let's get back into our seat so we're secure on the seat. Our feet are flat on the floor. We're right back in our good seated posture. Let's go back into the hip. So taking your left foot, left sole of the foot, into the right thigh, holding on, breathing deeply, very aware of the spine lengthening, the floor beneath the single foot, and the breath flowing. Let's take one more deep breath here. Nice deep exhale. And let's place the left foot back on the floor. Pause again to find that posture, find neutral. This time bringing the right foot up, bending that right leg in, right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. See if you can just relax that leg without forcing or pushing. Deep flow of breath. You should feel comfortable, relaxed, and at the same time, somewhat energized. Let's place the right foot back on the floor. Taking this to the next level, should you choose, unless you have a hip replacement. So again, taking our left sole of the foot into the right thigh, you can start right here. You can stay right in this posture here. I'm going to move you into a different stretch, but don't go there with the hip replacement. So this, Gina will stay right where she is. I'm going to cross this leg over, just feeling the stretch move into the outer hip and thigh. Breathing deeply. You should be feeling really good about taking good care of yourself, knowing that the more flexible you become in a healthy range, the healthier you are, the more comfort you have as you move through life. doing everyday tasks. Let's go ahead and untangle the legs. Feet are on the floor. Same thing, other side. Right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. Moving to the next stretch, should you choose, unless you have a hip replacement. So we're crossing this leg over. Gina stays right where she is. If you've crossed over, you felt the stretch change to the outer hip and thigh. Breathing deeply. Thinking about the shoulders, resting back and down. Always thinking about posture, no matter what you're doing, whether you're driving, you're sitting at the table, you're talking on the phone, maybe you're reading. Put yourself in a healthy posture. Even if you're reclining in an easy chair, you can still think about the length of the spine and resting those shoulders back rather than hunching forward and changing what's normal for our body. Let's take one more deep breath. Let's go ahead and unwind again. Feet are flat on the floor. Walking those feet out so they're about shoulder width apart. Let's go back to our hip flexor stretch. So we'll rotate around to the left, hold on to the back of our chair. We're on the edge of the chair. This doesn't work if you're too far back. So right knee is pointing towards the floor. We're tucking that tailbone, sitting nice and tall. Feel that stretch going down the length of the front of the thigh. Top of the foot into the floor. Inhaling length into that spine. Oh, your muscles love it when you do this. Exhale, relax those shoulders down. Let's take one more deep breath here. Deep exhale. Bringing the right foot to the floor. Gently unwinding, coming all the way back to center. Let's take it to the other side. Hold on to the back of your chair. We're on the edge. Left knee dangles towards the floor. Top of the foot into the floor. Let's tuck that tailbone. Feel that stretch. Feel the floor beneath the feet. Feels much different from one side to the other. Top of the foot, bottom of the foot. Inhaling, tall. Exhaling, relaxing. You can almost feel that stretch deepen as you relax into it. Let's take one more deep breath. Exhaling. Let's bring the left foot to the floor. Let's come right back to center. Right back to our good seated posture. Wrap those shoulders back and down. Find that string. Make it pull the spine nice and tall. Good. Let's finish with one more stretch for the eyes. So bring the palms together. A little bit of pressure at the palms, opening up the forearms and the fingers. Now working with the eyes, so I'd like for you to look up as far as you can without moving your chin, and just feel the bottom of the eyes get nice and warm, fresh circulation, deep breath. Blink as much as you need to. In fact, let's look straight ahead, blink out the eyes. Let's release and roll the wrists around just a bit, and then change direction. And hanging our arms right back down to our sides. You were wonderful. You had a great stretch today. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next time.